Hi guys, it's Dr. Renee Young. Today, I'd like to teach you more about the truth about organics. I wish I had $1 for every time a patient said, Dr. Young, should I eat organic? Should I not eat organic? If I only have a certain amount of budget, what foods would you absolutely eat organic and what foods would you maybe not worry about as much? Well, the truth is when it comes to organic food isn't sprayed with pesticides, it's not grown in ground that has had fertilizer, so the variation is primarily chemical exposure. Very unfortunately, Stanford published a study a couple of years ago stating that there was no nutritional difference between organic vegetables and non-organic vegetables. And I thought, are you serious? Was that ever the debate? No, no one has ever said organic vegetables have more nutrients than non-organic vegetables. Although, have you ever tasted a strawberry in January from a conventional farm? That can't be good for you. Anyway, I digress. So think about it. If you're spraying your food with chemicals that you wouldn't spray in your mouth, you probably don't want to eat them. So if I said to you, hey, I've got this nice little amount of glycophosphate, which is in Roundup, would you spray it in your mouth? Probably not. Could you put me in your will first if you're going to? I'd appreciate that. If you wouldn't put it in your mouth as an individual thing, I do not recommend you put it in your mouth when it's sprayed on your food. I think it's really important to keep our bodies as clean as possible. So you guys know I am a huge fan of making sure that I only use my chemicals in hair dye and mascara, very specifically. So those are things I'm not going to give up. So if I'm going to have chemicals, they're generally in products. I say that to make the point that we're exposed to chemicals every day. You can't avoid chemicals. Some people do a really good job of almost avoiding all chemicals, but you really can't completely avoid them. Chemicals are in our environment, they're in the soil, they're contaminated. When you're eating organic, what that says is that soil for a minimum of, I believe it's 5 years and 5 miles around them, has not had chemicals directly sprayed on the soil. The chemicals are not directly sprayed on your fruits and vegetables. So, if you're looking to live a healthier, happier, longer life, I recommend that you eat organic vegetables. If you were to try to figure out which things you should eat that are organic and which aren't, for whatever reason you don't have access to all organic food, I would say anything that contains fat, like especially your meats, and if you're a person that eats dairy, well, I'm not the biggest fan of dairy, but if you eat some dairy, make sure that you're eating it organic because all those chemicals are often stored in fat, so it's really important to keep those at a low. And then I always say the thinner the skin, the more likely something is to penetrate. So when you have thicker skin things like pickle or cucumber, that might not absorb quite as much if something's sprayed directly on it as, say something like your lettuce would directly. So try to think about your food from that perspective. You can always log online to youngwellnesscenter.com and see foods that have the highest amounts of pesticides. I've got a great article on there for you. I'll give you a nice little diagram. We also have facts about things like which fish are contaminated, which things in your environment are really important to pay attention to. So if you care about your health and your family's health the way I do, I really recommend that you buy organic food. So if you've enjoyed watching our video today, remember to log on to youngwellnesscenter.com, like it, share it, tell your friends about it, and of course, as always, make a comment. I want to know what you guys think. And don't forget to join our channel so I can bring you more great health information and tips. Thanks so much. I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you for watching. For more tips and free updates on how you can be well, please download our free special report, The 9 Hidden Reasons You Are Sick, Fat, and Tired, at youngwellnesscenter.com.